y'all, so today I have quite a few products to try out today. These include the Peeps and Hipdot collection, which includes the 4-piece makeup sponge set. Of course I bought the whole collection, although the collection only has the sponges and the eyeshadow palette. So I had to buy them, you know? Can't have one without the other. I mean, and these sponges are so cute. So I'm going to be testing these to see how well they are. I've tried previous Hipdot products in the past, like the SpongeBob theme one, and I was really impressed with that. So I have confidence that this will probably be a good benefit. They're Real magnetic mascara. See, the Benefit They're Real mascara has always been really good and has always been one of my favorites. So now I wanted to try the magnetic one. What makes it the difference from the magnetic from the original is the magnetic one is supposed to lengthen the eyelashes a little more, like make them go up more. With the magnetic, because the wand is like magnetic, is a magnetic charged core, and so the magnetic formula in the mascara works with the wand, and it's supposed to lift them. So I'm going to test that out and see if it's actually worth it or not. This has been one of the most popular products that I've seen that we've been selling at Ulta, so I wanted to test it myself. Tried it a little bit, but I'm going to actually try it this time. Like, I swatched it, so I'm actually going to try it and like wait for it to dry this time, because when I first tried this lip gloss, it's the NYX Shine Loud. It's been all over TikTok. It's supposed to not smudge. Mine smudged, so I'm going to try it again today and see. It might have been just user error, so because I've seen a lot of great reviews on this, so I'm going to try it again. We'll see. I kind of swatched them, but this is the packaging. It's the Hipdot, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, Tapatio set or something. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, it's themed hot sauce. They're little tiny lip glosses. There's a set of 5 of them, and they're all themed like little hot sauces. The only downfall that I have of this already, look at how small this is. The picture on the website made it look like they were like full size. These are so tiny. So that's my only thing that I don't like about this so far, is the size. They could have given probably a little bit more. But you know what? We'll try it out and see how it goes. NYX Shine Loud. I also have another shade. It's called the Princess Nokia one. Shades, still part of the Shine Loud collection. So it came with a lip liner to, you know, define the outer corner of the lips a little bit, so you can do more of a lip contour. Aqua lashes. So these don't use any glue or magnets. It's supposed to just stick on your eyelid just by activating it with water. And then they're just supposed to peel off. Yep, it says no adhesive needed. Dip and apply. Water activated lash band. These are by Ardell. These are really popular at Ulta right now. So okay, so I'm going to use the yellow colored Peep sponge, if you can see it. It even has a little face on it. Blue is my favorite color, but I decided since I'm wearing yellow today, I'm going to go with the theme. So I'm going to try this out. It feels nice and squishy, and I don't know, it's not super, you know how some sponges are kind of like hard to squeeze or they're like really tough? This one isn't, but it's nice and soft. Alright, so I'm just going to apply my primer real quick, and then and my foundation with the sponge. Let's see how it looks. I'll be trying a few different things with it. And what's even best with this is I'm using my NYX Marshmallow Primer, so Peeps Marshmallow, and it goes together. So now I'm going to be applying my go-to foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. So I'm going to take this beauty blender and just kind of circle around in the foundation and apply it like so. Which I'm going to use my mirror because I can't see that far away. Even though I have contacts in, but it's just kind of hard. I need to get my eyebrows done again. And I cut my hair off shorter myself. The reason why I decided to cut it is because my hair is so damaged from box coloring it that I decided to just chop it off and try to let it grow out a little bit, like naturally, before I try to color it again and just try to get my hair to heal a little bit. Because a lot of it was just really damaged, so. But I can't wait for it to grow back out because I prefer my hair long. But, you know, I figured this would help a little bit though. I had to get a test, so I was out of work from both jobs. And, I had myself convinced that I had it. Like, my anxiety just, kind of convinced myself that I had it. And so, I was not feeling very well. I think my body was just kind of relaxing from being out of work too. So I wasn't feeling very well, so I just skipped a week of YouTube because I was really tired. I was just resting and trying to make sure that I was not sick. So I just decided to take a week off and get back to it this week. So. See, I already see like a huge difference. I know this foundation isn't what I'm doing, the main thing today, but if you've seen my previous video trying this out, like, I'm just still so impressed with this foundation. Like, you can see a huge difference even on camera of what it was before and now. Like, it's just amazing. Especially for a powder foundation. I still can't get over it. Alright, now I'm gonna test the sponge out with my concealer. I'm pretty happy with the sponge. Seems to work pretty well. And so I'm just gonna use the sponge on my concealer, see how that works. I know it's a weird shape, I don't know why I did that. And then you can use the top skinnier part to kind of blend it with the eye a little bit. And just kind of tap it in. Alright, I give the sponge 10 out of 10. It blended really well. It's really cute, and the poor thing's really dirty now. But, yeah, I'm happy with it. It applied really well, so. Alright, moving on to... Where do I want to move on to it? So, it has some really cute spring colors in here. And this makes me really hungry for Peeps. I'm sorry, but Peeps are good. Don't tell me they're gross. So anyway, it comes with these 6 cute little springy pastels. Well, kind of pastels. These down here are shimmery. This one's slightly shimmery, and these ones are matte. So you get like 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. Yeah. So these are like the neutral shades, and these are like the pastels. I'm not really sure if I could do much of a transition shade with this palette, but I'm going to give it a try. I know definitely like my inner corner of my eye that I like to highlight. I know I'm going to have to use a different palette to highlight that. But you know, for the most part, it's pretty cute. But I wish they would have put like maybe like a little like, you know, a highlighter thing, a highlighter shade to, you know, under the brows and in the corner. That would have been handy. But still very cute. So I'm wearing yellow today. So, I really want to do blue, but I'm wearing yellow, so I'm going to do yellow. Let's see. I need to find the right brush. Okay, so, I'm going to go in with the shade Sweet, which is that yellow, well actually, let me go in with Sugar Coated first. I'm going to go in with Sugar Coated to use, it's like a nice natural base, just to get that, you know, green veiny look out of my eyelids before I begin, so it kind of works as like a primer. Get a nice base. Now, I'm going to go in with the shade Sweet, which is that yellow shimmer. And I'm just going to go all over my eyelid. That's the problem, is there's not really a lot of like different options, like shade ranges per color. It's just kind of like one or the other. Like there's not a bunch of, I wish they would have done like a collection where you could like choose different shades, like one palette was more yellows and one was more blues, but this is pretty cool. It's meant to be like a small go-to quick palette. I think I know what I'm talking about. I don't know. The past few days I've been really having a hard time talking and like wording things, like explaining what I want to say. So bear with me here. At work, people are like, what are you talking about? Or what are you trying to say? And I'm like, I don't know. I know what I mean, but apparently you all just don't understand. Because I am a manager at a fast food restaurant, and so I'm in charge of like running the floor and stuff. And I'll be like, I've just been having a really hard time talking, and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. But I also work at Ulta part of the time, but I'm actually going to be quitting there soon because it's just working 2 jobs is too much for me, and I want to go back to college this fall, so McDonald's is just the way to go for me. It's much closer to my house, and I enjoy fast-paced stuff more. I don't like slow-paced. I have to be moving a lot. Like, I just don't enjoy slow-paced. It's gotta be up fast. Where the day goes by quick. Otherwise, I'm just... I don't know why, but my lips look really pink, and I have nothing on. I don't know why they look so pink. It must be the lighting. Alright, now that I have the yellow all over my eyes, I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. And I'm going to go into this with the shade Cute, which is like a neutral brown. And I'm going to put it in the outer corners, like the crease in the outer corners of my eyes, just to kind of give it that winged out kind of look. I probably should have tried the lip products first because it's going to clash with the yellow, but that's okay. It is what it is. And then I'm just going to go in and go to my lower, here I go again, my lower lash line. Work that brown into the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. Oops, I accidentally put too much brown right there. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Same exact thing that I did on this one. I gotta go back and add some yellow because I accidentally put some brown in the inner corner of my eye, which I did not mean to do. Oops. Okay. Let's fix that there. What also might help a little bit too is getting like a liquid white eyeshadow and just putting it on the lid before you apply the yellow, because then that will make it pop a little more. But unfortunately I don't have any, but I need to buy some, so I probably would have done that. But that's just a little tip. But either way, I mean, it looks good without too, but alright. I just gotta work on blending here. Okay, so now I'm gonna find a... Please don't fall right. Is there a highlighter in this palette? No. I'm just gonna find a highlighter real quick. Ah, there we go. Oh, thought there was plastic on it. So this is kind of more like a golden highlighter shade, but that's okay. It'll work. It'll do. It'll go with the look. So I'm just applying some highlighter in the inner corners of my eyes, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, now I want to wait to put eyeliner on. I'm going to put eyeliner in a minute because I want to try that magnetic mascara and see how it actually works. So voila, on to the next product, the Benefit They're Real Magnetic Mascara. Almost said eyeliner. Woohoo! It's even got a little magnet on the top. That's so cute. Well, not a real magnet, but you know what I mean. Okay. So the spoolie looks pretty similar to the original one. Everything is pretty much the same, just different formula, and the spoolie's magnetic. So let's give it a go. I'm not even going to curl my lashes because I just want to see if this is going to do what it's supposed to do. There's a hair on it. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. With just on this eye, sure it helps a little bit. Not nearly as good as the Essence Lash Princess mascara. It's not nearly as good as that, and that is like half the price. This was like $25. I mean, this is okay, but honestly, for $25, not super impressed. I was really hoping it would be good, but I'm not so sure about this. I'll keep giving it a few tries and I'll see, but not super impressed. I don't see anything making it pizzazzy. Like, I'm not seeing the lashes. You can barely see it. Like, I don't know. I do have to admit though, it did make them go up a little bit, but I don't know. Body-wise, like, it's definitely not that, that's for sure. But I'll give it another try, like especially on the fake lashes, so We shall see. I'm gonna put my eyeliner on. Hello there, pretty eyes. I don't know, I'm sorry. Fix this a little bit. Alright, so now I got my eyeliner on. What should we try next? The aqua lashes. Let's try these. Okay, so I have to get some, I'm gonna get like a little bowl of water. I will be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I got a little bowl of water. You only need like a little bit of water. But, you know, I'm in my room at my vanity, so I don't really have like a sink by me. So, it was just easier to do that. Hold on, the instructions go. Okay, so it says, easy 3-step application. Check fit like you would with any lashes. Immerse lash band in warm water for 10 to 15 seconds. Ensure lash band is fully saturated before applying the lash line. Secure lash band by pressing onto lashes. To remove, saturate a cotton swab with water and apply along the lash band. Gently peel away from the lash starting from the outer corner. Seems simple enough. I'm sure I'll find a way to screw it up, but we'll see. Sometimes I have to trim a little bit, width-wise, like not length-wise, but width-wise because it's so long. But holy crap, I can already see like these this lash band is like really tough. Like usually you can bend them pretty easily. This one's pretty tough. It's kind of weird, but we'll go with it. And then, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit. Oh wait, I need to find a pair of scissors. Alright, so now that I found my pair of scissors, I'm just gonna trim this little outer part. I got it on my mirror. We'll see if that fits, which I think it will. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna dip it into the water for 10 to 15 seconds. And make sure that the lash band is, fully immersed in the water. Not necessarily the lashes, but the band. I kind of wonder what makes it water activated, like how it works. It's really cool, but I wonder what the science is. Alright. Oops, I got it all over the lashes too. Alright, let's give it a go. I'm so used to applying adhesive lashes. They're beautiful. But I'm so used to applying adhesive lashes where you have to wait for the glue to get kind of tacky before you put it on, or you got glue on it. So I was like, oh yeah, I just apply it right away. But yeah, these are beautiful. We'll see how well they stay on. So far, so good. We'll see. I'm not sure how many wears you can get out of these. I'm hoping you can get as many as like adhesive. But we'll see. Let me get the other one. These are so cool. I've been wanting to try them for so long. I saw them on, I think I saw them on, probably saw them on TikTok. I was like, oh my god, I gotta try these. But we didn't have them at Ulta yet, and I didn't really know where to get them, so and then we finally got some, so I'm just doing the other one. So I've been, I haven't seen a lot of people buy them yet, but I think once people kind of notice them, they're gonna want to try it. I definitely did. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So far, so good. I'm gonna try to put a little layer of mascara on it too. I like to put mascara on the fake lashes because I use it to like sandwich my real lashes with the fake lashes. That way they blend in a little better together. And so we'll see if putting that mascara on, if it affects the, you know, affects it staying on my eye, the lash bands, or we will see. But so far, these are pretty good. See, I wonder if it makes a difference that I put eyeliner on before these too. Like maybe that isn't a good idea. Maybe I should do that after. Alright, okay. I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara on of that magnetic. Hopefully the magnetic doesn't screw it up at all, you know, because of the water activated lashes. Hopefully the magnetic enzymes don't screw it, but we'll see. I don't think it would. Well, so far so good. The lash band is not moving at all when I put mascara on. It seems to be fitted on the eyelid pretty well. It doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. Yep. It did not move at all. It didn't try to come off. It's on there pretty good. Which is honestly, I thought these lashes would be good, and I was hoping they would be. And I give these lashes right now at least a 10 out of 10. Because that's really cool. If I can get away from using adhesives, that would be awesome. I like magnetic lashes too, but the eyeliner can be kind of finicky. And they don't, I've noticed magnetic lashes, for me at least, don't seem to last as long as the adhesives. And adhesive just gets over, it's sometimes can get stuck on the eyelid, and it's just kind of a pain. So these water lashes are really gonna be probably my go-to because there's no mess, it's just water, and then you can just easily take it off. So we'll apply it to the other side. The other side now, kind of, the corner is coming off a little bit, I'm gonna twist it back down. Sometimes that happens. Even with my adhesive lashes, sometimes I'll get like a corner of them coming up, and I have to, you know, fix it, but could be a user error. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with these lashes. I mean, they're beautiful and they're not slipping, they're staying in place. Oh, I just put water on it. And they're applied with water. It's not gonna make a mess, it's not gonna stick your eyelid together. That's the nice thing, is these water lashes are not going to stick to your eyelid, and I like that. Because that's what I hate about adhesive. So, I kind of wonder if they make fake eyelashes for like your lower lash line. I don't know. But yeah, I like the mascara with the lashes. Alone, not quite so sure. I think I would give this maybe an 8 not super impressed with it, especially for the price. But on my lower lash line, I like it. With the lashes, I like it, but alone, not my go-to. It definitely is an Essence. It doesn't beat that Essence Princess Lash mascara, that's for sure. But I mean, it works, but not as good as the other one. Which I was kind of disappointed because I was hoping that would be really good, because I really liked the original. But this, honestly, the original mascara is way better than this Magnetic. Like, don't waste your money. Get the original one, or get, it could be a user error, but, or get that Princess Lash mascara by Essence, because this one, I'm not doing it for me. That's just me. Yeah. Alright, let's move on to the lips. So, I tried the red one, and I was really impressed with it. Really impressed. The purple one, I wanted to try again, because it was, I don't know, it just wasn't working with me yesterday. So I'm going to try it, and since I'm wearing yellow and purple go together, I'm going to do the purple. If I can find that lip liner, that would be great. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to go on, I just applied like a chapstick to my lips to help moisturize and make my lips not feel so dry. Because this is a kind of a drying, well not drying, but when you put the clear coat on it, it doesn't feel drying, but when you put the matte part, when you're waiting for it to dry, it really makes your lips dry. So. Plus I just put chapstick on underneath all my lip products because I just naturally have really dry lips. So I'm going to go in and outline my lips with the liner. And be very careful not to screw it up. And definitely, you want to outline this part, the Cupid's bow, I think that's what's called, of your lips. This is the one thing I hate about lip liner. I have a really hard time getting it to be even. And you know how people will sometimes like extend the liner out of them and make the lips look good? It always turns out uneven. Plus, my lips are pretty thick naturally, so I don't really have to do that. Plus, I want my nose. This looks really weird. See, and the one thing with the lip liner is I feel like it's really hard to get it to line well. I'm gonna take a Q-tip and fix this a little bit because this looks really interesting. This is a two-step process. I'm going to apply the pigment first, the matte pigment. to treat it like a nail polish. Don't go back and forth, just try to go in the same direction so you can smooth it out. So it has that nice little smooth polish look. Because this is going to dry like a nail polish. Think of it as nail polish for your lips. Just seems really hard to apply, like to spread, and it's clumping, and the red one didn't do that, so I don't know. But let's wait for this to dry for a minute, and then I'll apply the top coat. Just fix it up. I tried to like go on it. Now I'm applying the clear coat. Let that dry for a minute. But see, I'm super impressed with that red one. With this purple one, I don't know if it's just like a defective one or what, but it clumps. It could be just the pigment, I don't know, but it's clumpy. See how it's in like certain spots where it's darker? I bought this because I liked the shine of the purple and like how cool it looked. But honestly, this purple one is hard to work with. I don't really care for the purple one all that well. But the red one I love. So, I'm going to take a makeup remover wipe and I'm going to show you the red one. Just drop my luck. Because this purple one's just not having it. I don't know. I mean, it's not super terrible, but it's not great. And I didn't wipe the top. Only the clear gloss comes off. Okay, I'll give it that. The purple pigment didn't come off at all on my finger. It was just the clear. So that's, I'll give it that. That's a good. I think it might be just this one that's just kind of, maybe it was a dud, I guess, or whatever. Maybe this one's kind of older or something, and they didn't know it when they shipped it to me. I don't know. And this color might just be a little defective. I bet if I got a new one, it might be fine. Because this red one is the same exact brand, same exact product, and it works good. So, but yeah, the only problems I have with it is the applying. It clumps. It's very hard to spread, but not the red one. So, but I think this clear coat is what makes it so magical. The clear coat is like a top coat where it doesn't take the pigment off from your mask and stuff. So, which I think is really cool because I saw on TikTok where somebody had put like a different pigment lip gloss, and then they put that clear coat over it, like an entirely different brand, and put that clear coat of NYX on it. It worked. So it's the clear coat that gives it that magic. Alright. I think I got all that handy dandy purple off. No, it's not very handy. It kind of sucks in my opinion. I'm going to definitely try to get a new one, or I'm going to keep working this and seeing if I can get it to work, but the red one is definitely my favorite. So the red might clash a little bit with my yellow, but that's okay. I'm just going to see how it focus on the lip. So, again, I'm going to do the same process. This is the NYX Shine Loud lip gloss. It's all over TikTok, so I'm really excited to try it. So I had to try it, you know, before the video. But I'm going to take the red pigment and put it on my lips. This one did not come with a lip liner, and I don't really have like a red lip liner, so I'm just going to apply it by itself. See, this one's much easier, and I don't know if it's just the pigment, because, you know, like my lips have, like, I'm warm toned, so maybe the purple just was not working with my undertone. I don't know. But look, see, this isn't clumpy, and it goes on smooth. I don't know. I like the red a lot. I really think maybe I can get like more colors to try it out more, but yeah, definitely love the red. This red is a warm tone color, so honestly this is probably better than the purple one anyway for my skin, for my undertone. And I can already feel it. See, this one, it just seems like the pigment's really dry right away, so I think maybe it's dried out. Because maybe that's what's making it clumpy, because this is not clumpy, and I can feel it drying down now. Or the other one, I really can't feel it too much, so it might be already dried out in this thing a little bit. It might be partially dried out or something, which could be. But look at that. It's drying. Alright, looks like it's dry. I am going to, because I didn't get any pigment on my finger, I'm going to put the clear coat on top. So a few things about this. So if you wear the matte just alone, I mean you could, but it's very sticky and very drying. At least at first when it's drying. It is very drying. But when you put the clear coat on it top, it's not dry. Then it feels nice and like natural and smooth. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. But yeah, I like the red. I love the red. It goes on easy. It's very smooth and it dries really quick and it's easy to work with. Like this one spreads easy. Purple one didn't, and I really just think it was a defective one because I've seen these all over TikTok and they're great and they're very popular. Like we're selling them at Ulta like hotcakes, like we're having a hard time keeping them on the shelves. And this one is excellent. So why would one color work and the other not? So I didn't see this one because this one works really well. Plus this one looks better on me. But okay, I'm gonna do the test now. The transfer test. Nothing. Nothing. Just the clear came off. No pigment. That one came off a little bit. But if you were wearing a mask, that came off. Let me let it dry a little longer. I just want to see. because and when the first time when I did it, nothing came out. So hold on, maybe just I didn't let it dry enough. Nothing. So I think I just didn't let it dry enough. That's what it was. You definitely have to let it dry, otherwise it's not going to work. So I didn't let it dry enough, and that's why that happened. But I do see a little bit of transfer though at times, so I think it's just mainly because I didn't let it dry enough. But alright, next up to our last item. I'm going to swatch these little hot sauce. This one, there's not really a scent to it, but I wish there was. But this one, what does it say? Oh, it's in the shade Spicy. It's on the top of the bottle. Ooh. Spicy and there's red. Looks similar to the next Shine one. This one is called Bonita. It's like a more of a neutral nude. I'm not usually a huge fan of lip gloss because I don't like the sticky texture that they usually are, so I prefer like lipsticks or like, you know, matte liquid lipsticks. Just because I don't like sticky. Alright, this one is in the shade Fire. It's like a purple color. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, where the others don't. Next we have Natural, which is literally just a clear shade with a little bit of shimmer. So if you're wanting to look like a no makeup look, this is your go-to. Or you could even put it on top of like a matte lipstick if you want a little shine. The last shade is Tapetium. That's the one I couldn't pronounce. And this is more of a orangey shade, which I like. I like yellows and oranges because it looks better on me. So that's that shade right there. It is shimmery. Most of these are shimmery. But those are the swatches of the collection, which they are very pretty. One thing is though, I can tell with these already, you're gonna have to be very careful, especially with masks, because I can tell that these are gonna rub off, because when I rub it with my finger, it smudges. So you're just gonna have to be very careful with that, which that's how most lip glosses are though, is they're sticky and they smudge. But I am impressed with the colors, and I love the packaging, it's super cute. I had to buy it when I saw it, I'm like, oh, those are cute, I gotta buy it. Even though I'm not usually a huge fan of lip gloss, I will wear it sometimes, but right now with the mask it's kind of hard to, so I haven't been wearing really much lip products since I think a lot of people aren't. But lip gloss is just usually pretty sticky, and it's just normal like a lip gloss, but the packaging is super cute, so I'm gonna help this. Yeah, so that concludes today's video. Sorry. Alright, so that finishes today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. So just a review, the Peeps eyeshadow palette, 10 out of 10, blendable, no fallout, very pretty colors. The only thing I wish they would have put in is maybe some more transitions or like a highlight. Other than that, beautiful, perfect for spring, nice pastels. The sponges, 10 out of 10. Easy to use, spread my makeup very well. This, 7 out of 10. Not super impressed. Could be better, especially for all the hype. I'd say it's not worth the hype. It's not worth $25. not in my book. Usually I am not very picky and I'm very easily impressed. This did not catch my eye. It, nope, it didn't really do what I thought it was going to do. The packaging is really cute, but that's about it. The original is better, in my opinion. I'm gonna stick with my Pink Princess Lash Essence Mascara. Alright, the NYX Shine Loud lip gloss. Jeez. Okay, 10 out of, I'm gonna give it about, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of a 10. Because, okay, so I give the red a 10 out of 10, right? This one, I'm not so sure about. That's why I did together a 9 out of 10. Because this one, it just, I'm not impressed with the purple. The red one is very easy to work with. However, it did do a little bit of transfer. Just a little bit, not a ton like normal. So I gotta give it that. It didn't transfer like normal lip products would. But this one did do a little bit, which I think it was my fault. I don't think I let it dry fast enough, or long enough. But I'm gonna keep using it and see how it goes. But I would definitely recommend buying this. The pigment's very nice, and the clear coat, it just makes it shine and complete. So I do recommend buying this. Give it a try. We can't keep it off the shelves, and I don't know. It does do a little pigment, right? But it doesn't transfer as nearly as much as like a lot of lip glosses will. So I gotta give it that. And then there's the little mini hot sauce lip glosses. I give these about, I also didn't try it on, but I'm also going to give these, like, I'm not a lip gloss fan, so I'm going to give it about a 7 out of 10 as well. The packaging is very cute, easy for travel, nice little travel size. The one thing is, though, I wish they would have made them a little bigger, or at least had an option where you could get a bigger size. There's nothing really too unique about it, except the packaging. It's just like a normal lip gloss. It's sticky, that's how they are. I'm not a lip gloss person, so maybe somebody else will like it more than me. But I am going to try them out. I am going to continue to try to wear it with my makeup looks, and give it the best of the doubt. What am I talking about? I don't know. See, problems with words. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. That's what it is. And I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna keep trying them and see how it goes. But yeah, so that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed everything and enjoyed the look I made. I know the red kind of flashes with the yellow a little bit, but it's definitely better than the purple. So, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this video with people you know. I'm also on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. Sorry, I forgot. So I'm on all those social medias. Go ahead and find me. It's usually BeautyBean1 or BeautyBeanOfficial. I will try to put it in my bio. I'm going to put a link of all these products in my bio so you can both see it on Ulta. And I would recommend going to Ulta because then you can get points, and their points program is really nice. So, anyway.